So the government has banned Telegram. Telegram went to the Delhi High Court and said that the move is disproportionate. How do you see this move of the government, especially when they have linked it to the security and safety around the NEET examination?
This again is a clear case of shooting the messenger. Now, if you see the fact that Telegram is completely unregulated and that it can, transfer data without the authorities being able to find out whether any data has been transferred on the platform or not, is a technical feature of that particular app. Now, this app has been there for quite some time. And when the app started in this country, no steps were taken to ban this because of this reason. In fact, if I remember correctly, even WhatsApp or even the other apps were completely unregulated when they had brought in. It's only later on that our intelligence agencies and the security agencies developed software to intercept these apps. So, if the Telegram was there in existence in this country from before, without requiring to conform to a requirement of being intercepted if required, then the fact that it is being banned at the time when the NEET exam is to happen clearly proves that the government has no control over how the papers are being set. The government has no assurance or no authority to say that these papers are not being leaked. The government also doesn't have the wherewithal to assure the students of this country that when this time this exam happens, it will be a completely foolproof system. If the exam system would have been foolproof, and if there was no possibility of the leak happening at all, I don't understand how could Telegram or any app for that matter transmit any data which could be beneficial for the purposes of any cheating. So the cheating will happen only if there is a leak. If there is no leak, there is no Telegram which can on its own create data and transfer it for the purposes of students using it during the examination process. So I think this is again a clear admission by the government when it is banning the Telegram, that as far as Telegram is concerned, we are banning because we will not be able to control or not been able to find out from where the data leak happened. But at the same time, if this data is being transferred over WhatsApp or other platforms and is being misused for the purposes of examination, the examinees will get the advantage of cheating, but at the same time there will be likelihood of them being caught. That's exactly what the government is trying to say when it says that it is going to ban Telegram. Banning of Telegram, if at all, should have happened if the government had thought of bringing in a law for regulating the social media. And if the regulation of the social media had to happen, you could have easily said that the technology which is being used by the social media for it being to be permitted to be used within the country should have some compatibility with the infrastructure that the government has, so that if necessary, and not as a matter of course, if necessary, if there is a criminal case, they should have the ability to access this data. And if that accessibility is not there, then that platform should not be permitted to be used in India. But if you have not done that to start with, and you've allowed these apps to come in freely without any control, then banning one app just for a particular examination on the obvious premise that there is a likelihood of the paper being leaked and being shared through the platform, according to me, is really speaking, missing the real point of securing the future of these students in this country who work so hard and whose life depends on this one examination of whether this examination, even now when it is being held again, whether it is going to be foolproof or not. So I think this is a very sad reflection on the government as far as holding such an important examination is concerned, and not being able to secure to the people of this country or the students of this country that the question papers that have been prepared are completely secure from being leaked out. So this is actually really speaking neither here nor there as far as banning the Telegram is concerned.